circuits we will going to see. So let me explain what adder is. We have already done that thing, but just for a revision, let's see what adder is. So uh, the circuit we are going to discuss will be a 1-bit adder. So it will be nothing but when we talk about adder circuit, in this case this is 1-bit adder. And 1-bit adder means what? That means if you are finding the sum of 0 0, so it will be giving as 0. Then when we are finding the sum of 0 1, giving 1. When you are finding the sum of 1 0, it will be giving as 1. And when you are summing 1 and 1, it will be giving 0 and an additional value 1, that is known as the carry. So we have to consider the carry. So in all three cases we have to consider the carry. So in this case carry is 0, in this case carry is 0, in this case carry is 0, and in this case carry is 1. Fine. And this value will be known as sum. So in this case sum is 0, in this case sum is 1, in this case sum is 1, and in this case sum is 0. Fine. Now let me tell you how we can go for an adder with multiple bits. So suppose by using this we have created a circuit known as the adder. So this is a 1-bit adder, so you can name it as 1-bit adder. So this is your 1-bit adder. So if you want to add multiple bits, like suppose you want to add 1 1 0 1 and 0 1 1 0, then how you go for that? You have to use adder for every bit. So there will be a 1-bit adder this, there will be a 1-bit adder this, there will be a 1-bit adder this, there will be a 1-bit adder this. This is one design. If you can have more than one adder, other option can be, this is your adder. Fine. So this is your 1-bit adder. You take 2 bits, find the result. So sum will be stored at this point and carry will be stored at this point, and then take other 2 bits and find out the sum, and in this way you just store this thing. Fine. So this in this way we can create a multi-bit adder, and the circuit we are designing is for 1-bit. So for multi-bit adder we need more than one adder. Now in this particular scenario, let me draw this thing: 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1. So 1 plus 1 will be 0, then there is a carry. So 1 plus 1 will be 0, then there is a carry. So 1 plus 1 will be 0, there will be a carry, and 1 plus 1 plus 1 will be 1 and 1. So you can see that there is a carry in also. This is known as a carry in. So in the previous example that we are taking, this will be known it will be known as a half adder. This will be known as a half adder because we are not considering the in carry. That means we are not considering the carry in. Fine. So that's why there is one more circuit that is known as the full adder, and full adder will consider the carry in also. So first let's revise the circuit design for full adder. What color is this? It's not visible. Let's. It's not running over here. So let's draw the circuit for half adder. Now, I've already told you that half adder will be something which will be having two input bits and two output values, sum and carry. So you can see that there is no carry in. That means if you are adding multiple bits, carry in is not present. That means it is not a full adder. So let's see how half adder circuit is done. So this calculation we have already made. This thing, the value for sum and carry, we have already made this thing. So based on these values, we will create the truth table, and truth table is something like this. This value is the sum and this value is for the carry. Fine, this value is for the sum and other value is for the carry. So this is a truth table. So you can easily see that this sum is the XOR function. The reason is that why it is XOR function, because whenever the two bits are same, it is giving as 0 output, and whenever the bits are different, it is giving as 1 output. Fine. So it will be a XOR gate or XOR gate. And if you talk about the carry, carry will be easily when both of the bits are 1, it is 1. That means carry will be a function. So by using this, we have designed the circuit. We have two input A and B. This is one output sum and this is other output carry. And this is the XOR gate and this is the AND gate. So this circuit will be one bit adder and one bit half adder. Fine, because there is no carry in concept. Now when we talk about the full adder, so full adder will be having an additional value that is known as the carry in. Fine, this carry in will be coming from the previous summation in the case of multi-bit addition, and the output will be same as sum and carry. Okay, so now let's draw the table of this. So before drawing the table, let's do it by us only. So now we have three inputs A, B and C. So based on that we will have multiple, that means we will have total 8 combinations of the output. So it is something like this. Earlier what we are having, earlier we are having the option of 0, 0, 0 plus option, and 0, 1 plus option, 1, 0 plus option, and 1, 1 plus option was there. Now we have added a carry in. So for carry in we have two options, 0 and 1. So this will be for 0 and this will be for 1. So 0 plus 0. Fine. Similarly, carry value is 0 and carry value is 1. So 0, 1, 1 plus 0, 1, 1, 0 plus 0, 1, 1, 1 plus. Now we will find out the values. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 will be 0 only, and 0 plus 1 will be 1 only. Fine. Now 0 plus 1 will be 1, and 0 plus 0 1 plus 0 plus 1 will be 1, and 1 carry out is generated. So let me change the color for carry out. So carry out will be from red. So this will be this will be carry out, in this case 1. This is the sum, this is the sum, and this is the carry out. So in this case carry out is 0, in this case also carry out is 0. Now coming to the fourth addition 0 1 plus 0, so sum will be 1 only and carry will be 0. In this case 1 plus 1 plus 0, so sum will be 0 and 1 will be the carry. So let's make it, so in this case 1 will be the carry and 0 will be the sum. And when we talk about 0 1 1, so sum will be 0 and carry will be 1, and in this case sum will be 1 and carry will also be 1. Fine. So let me make this thing as this. Now let's see the table, that if we have got the sum correctly or not. So if you can go through, so 0 0 0, that means 0 0 0, so sum will be 0 and carry will be 0, so output sum is 0 and carry out is 0. Then second case, when your carry is 1 and this is 0 0, then sum will be 1 and carry out will be 0, so sum will be 1 and carry out will be 0. Fine. Now third is 0 1 and carry in is 0, so 0 1 and carry is in 0, so 1 will be the sum, so 1 is the sum and 0 is the carry, so 0 is the carry, 0 is the carry. Fourth sum is what? 0 1 1, so 0 is the 0 1 is the value and carry is 1. So in this case our sum is 0 and carry out is 1. Actually the results will be same, so we can check this value. So 1 plus 1 and 0 will be 0 and 1, so 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0 will be 0 is the sum and 1 is the carry. So in this way we can create the truth table of this, and now based on the truth table we are going to find the circuit value. Right. So if you can see, we have plotted the same two functions into the K map. So first function is what? First function is your sum and other function is your carry out. So this is for sum and this is for carry. So when you talk about sum, let's see 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 1. So let's plot. At 0 we have 0, at 1 we have 1, at 3 we have 1, at 2 we have 1. Okay, so this is 1, this is 1, this is 1 and this is 1. So there is no minimization in this particular diagram. Fine. But if you remember the question that I have given you into you given in the quiz, that this kind of arrangement will be a XOR circuit and this kind of arrangement will be a XNOR circuit. This is a kind of observation from the truth table you can easily find. And otherwise what you have to do, you have to do the algebraic manipulation to find out this thing. So by this observation, if your truth K map is something like this, so it will be a XOR operation. So you can do the algebraic manipulation to find out this if you want, and otherwise you can use this observation that this kind of K map will be present in the case of XOR function only. The reason is that the symmetric values are given 1. That means you can see that now For the carry out, this is carry out. For the carry out, we have this k-map. That means we will be plotting at 0 0 0 1, that is 3, then at 5, then at 6, at 7. So we can minimize it with 3 terms. So it is coming out to be AC, AB and BC, or AB, BC, CA. So similar pattern of expression is coming as compared to the half adder. In the case of half adder, it was A XOR B. So in the case of full adder, it will become A XOR B XOR C. And in the case of half adder, it was A and B. Fine. Now in the case of full adder, it has become A, B, B, C and C. Fine. So this is the expression of output function. On based on that, we can draw the circuit. So this will be the circuit of full adder. So let's see the circuit of full adder. So we have three input A, B and C. This is the output sum, and this is the output of carry out, and these are the intermediate output. So we have used a 3 input XOR gate. Fine. And 2 input AND gate, and there is one OR gate. So this is AND gate and this is fine. So this is the circuit for full this is the circuit for full adder. Fine. Now coming to the full subtractor. So no, coming to the half subtractor. So in the case of half subtractor, the same scenario of half adder will be there. That means if there is a carry generated or borrow generated, it will be present, but no borrow in. That means if a borrow is coming from the previous bit, it cannot be considered with the help of half adder. So let's see half subtractor. So half subtractor case is simple. It will be A minus B. So first of all, we have written the value of AB, then the difference, and if there is a borrow. So I hope everyone of you is the subtraction. So let's see 0 minus 0 will be 0, and there will be no borrow because 0 minus 0 is equal value, so it's 0 and this is 0. Now 0 minus 1, so 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 will require a borrow of 1. Fine. So a borrow in will be coming from somewhere, and 1 minus 1 will be 1. So in this case, both borrow and difference will be 1. Now take next case 1 0. So in the case of 1 minus 0, the difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0. So difference will be 1 and borrow will be 0. Similarly 1 minus 1, difference will be 0 and borrow will be 0. So 0 0 is the value. Now since we have find the function value, we can draw the circuit now. How do we draw the circuit? Based on the function. So by simple observation, 0 0 0 0 1 1 1 0 1 and 1 1 0. That means it's again coming out to be a XOR gate. Fine. And when you talk about borrow, so in the case of borrow, you have only one value, that is 1, and it is coming at A 0 and B 1. Fine. So if you minimize the circuit, the function is something like A complement B. So A complement B will be, there will be a NOT gate at A and B will be directly connected, and this AND gate will be giving the answer. So this is the circuit for half subtractor. Fine. Now coming to full subtractor. So this is your full subtractor. Now in the case of full subtractor, we will have a borrow in or carry in. Fine. So let's see some subtraction. Suppose you want to subtract A minus B. In the case of A minus B, first we are subtracting 0 minus 0 with a carry in, borrow in of 0 and borrow in of 1. So in this case the value will be 0, and in this case the value will be 1. Fine. And carry out will be 1. So you can see that this of 0 0 0, this is 0 and is again 0, so this is 0 and carry out 0. And in the case of when carry is 1, the carry out will be 1 and the difference will be 1. Now when you take about suppose let's take this example, 1 minus 0 and there is a carry in of 1. So 1 minus 0 will be 1 only, and there is a carry. So it will become 1 plus 1 as 0, and the carry out will again become 0. And similarly, so based on this truth table, we can find the sum, sorry, we can find the function values. So let's see the truth table of this function. So based on the basic subtractions, we have find out the truth table of this function. So the truth table of this function is something like this. So in this case, you are again having the values as 1 1 1 1. So the same pattern follows. So the function and the output will be the same. And in this case of C output, we have 3 pairs are coming. So it is the function will be C out. Fine. So this is your full subtractor.